Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hold on, I need a second. I need some more coffee. Gingerbread latte from 7-Eleven. Not sponsored, but would highly suggest to try if you love gingerbread. It's super good. I am going to do another neutral look. It is, again, inspired by James Charles. He did this like really pretty gold with the brown smoky eye look, and I think it's very fall since we're not necessarily in winter yet. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with my Louise base in the shade Rumour 2. I'm gonna apply it to my eyes. I look like I have a mask on, like a white mask on my eyes. Cute. Now that I put my eye primer on, I'm not going to set it with setting powder because I'm going to be applying eyeshadow and it'll be more pigmented if I don't set it. So you want to make sure it's wet when you apply the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the same Desert Oasis palette by BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to be dipping into the shade Dune. And I'm going to be also dipping into the shade right next to it, Nightscape. And the brush I'm going to be using, it's going to be the shading brush by Salmonic from Real Techniques. And I'm gonna dip into the shade Dune. And I'm gonna apply it above my crease line, just kind of stamp it in there. I know it'll look really scary, but trust the process. And then after I stamp it on, I just kind of like to go over where I applied it lightly. I'm gonna go into this shade called Cannon right here. And I'm gonna just lightly dip into it and then just blend that harsh line. Just lightly. Little circular motions are gonna help blend it out the best. Now that that's blended, I know there's still a harsh line, but don't worry, I'm going to go in with a darker shade later on and cover that all up. I'm going to apply this really, really pretty gold color called Moonscape. So first of all, I'm gonna be using the Morphe brush from the Morphe Eye Credible set, one of these flat brushes. And a trick I learned to get the eyeshadow really pigmented is if you spray it with setting spray, just to get it a little wet, but you don't want to get it soaked. It will make the eyeshadow pop more. So I'm just gonna dip it into this really pretty color and apply it to my eyelid. Look at that. So pretty. I'm going to go in with my smudge brush by Salmonic from Real Techniques, and I'm going to dip into this really dark, pretty shade called Nightscape. And I'm gonna tuck it in the corner of my eye. And don't worry for the people cringing, I am going to blend it. Now I'm going to blend it with my Luxie 207 medium angled shading brush. I'm going to just blend the harsh edges in with each other. Now I'm going to do the same thing to my other eye off camera. So now I'm going to be using the highlighter Bliss in the same Desert Oasis palette. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone and then the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm going to add tape to my eyes so I can do my winged liner. And I'm going to be using my Flash Cat Eye by Infallible from L'Oreal Paris. It is a felt tip liquid liner. I like to shake it. If you have felt tip liners, make sure you shake it before using it. I like felt tip liners more because they don't get chunky. So if you keep adding more eyeliner on top of your eyeliner that's already there, like say if you mess up, it doesn't get chunky. And it doesn't transfer to your eyelashes and get chunky on there because I hate when that happens. Then I can clean it up later with some primer. Boom, and that's how you clean up your eyeliner if you mess up as bad as I do, which is on a daily basis. So it's so hard trying to make sure your eyeliner wings are even. It's stressful. I forgot to mention what I clean it up with. I clean up with my Louise base. I feel like because it has more coverage. Now I'm going to be applying my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Vanilla all over my face using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Now I'm going to apply concealer to my face using the Magic Star Concealer by Jeffree Star in the shade C8. I'm going to blend it out and really get into my wrinkles. Now that I blended out my concealer, I'm going to set it using my Magic Star setting powder from Jeffree Star Cosmetics in the shade Translucent. And I like to dip my sponge in, like you guys always see, in the setting powder first, and lightly apply it wherever I added it on my face. And then I'm gonna do this other eye lightly. Now I'm going to set underneath my eyes with a brush, one of the Morphe brushes in the Eyecredible set. And then I'm gonna set in the creases of my nose. And then I'm gonna set the corners of my mouth. I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. It's the mini bronzer, itty bitty. And I'm going to use my contour brush from the Salmon Knit collection and start from the corner of my ear and then go down, pull it downwards. Just do circular motions to get it nice and blended out. And then go downwards, going all the way along my hairline to my ear, and then doing a teeny little bit underneath my jawline. Okay, and then I'm gonna contour my nose using this Morphe brush. Now I'm going to apply blush, and I'm going to be using from my last video the shade Sandstone because I feel like that's a really pretty shade color. I'm gonna dip into this lightly because this shade is very pigmented. I'm gonna tap the excess off, and then you kind of want to do a fake smile. Now I'm going to add highlighter to my face, and I'm going to be using the brush from the Morphe Eyecredible set. It's going to be this fluffy, bigger brush. And I'm going to be using the shade Bliss. I like to go over the blush just to cream it all together. Now I'm going to add it to the bridge of my nose, and then the tip of my nose as well. And then I'm going to add it to my Cupid's bow. Now that I finished my highlighter, I'm going to bake my face using the same setting powder and my sponge. And I'm going to use the flat part of my sponge. And just go downward. And I'm going to let this sit, and I'm going to add a little bit of a lighter brown to the bottom of my lower lash line. And I'm going to dip into the shade Canyon. Just go underneath it. Now I'm going to add my eyeliner to my waterline, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Eyestudio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black. It comes with this like cool little brush so you can dip it. It's like a little flat brush. And I'm going to get my sponge and just pull down my waterline so I can apply it better. Just so I don't mess up my foundation with my fingers. Now I'm going to add mascara. We are almost done. Whoa, it's been a long day. I know I have foundation on my lips and everyone's probably cringing at it and want me to wipe it off, but be patient, it's coming soon. Now I'm going to wipe off the excess powder with my bronzer brush from the Salmon Knit collection. And now I'm going to add my lipstick, so I'm just going to wipe off my foundation. The lipstick I'm going to be using today is by BH Cosmetics. It's called Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale, and it's in the shade Tokyo. Okay, so now since I applied my lipstick, I also put my nose rings on off camera. I'm going to be using my Morphe and Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist to set my face. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I feel like this makeup look is like a really good look if you're going out to a fancy dinner or like a fancy party or something like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and also make sure you guys give me some more suggestions of what makeup looks you guys would want to see me do. And don't forget to ring the bell to let you guys know when I get a new video uploaded. And don't forget to like and subscribe.